Hello and welcome back to LendAPI Academy. My name is Kay and this is video 2 in our tenant series. In this video specifically, we are going to be teaching you, the user, how to actually onboard a new tenant into the LendAPI system, and more importantly, what functionalities and customizations each tenant has the capability to do. So leaving off, we talked about this in the last video. Please rewatch. But for those of you who are new, we created a tenant onboarding application in our product studio. Like most systems in the LendAPI system, in order to actually onboard a tenant into our back office tool, specifically the tenant dashboard, you actually do have to utilize our product and be able to register directly into our product studio. So we created a tenant onboarding flow, just a simple one-page system here. And today we're going to actually create a tenant and onboard them into our system. There's a few ways to do this. Of course, if you are doing it directly inside of the platform, you can add in the tenant application that you created and add in all the information to onboard your tenant. If you are doing this outside of your system and you are sending the tenant a link, all you have to do is start the application, copy the link for your tenant onboarding flow, and send it to any third-party affiliates or marketing systems that you want to onboard. So for us, we are onboarding a tenant directly into our application through our back office tool. So we are going to actually onboard them directly into the platform. So what I will do is navigate to our tenant dashboard here, click the Add Tenant button, and click the tenant onboarding flow that we want, specifically the application we want. The one we are using is called Marketing. And then I'm going to start with creating the tenant provider name. So what is the actual marketing name that we want to use here? What is your third-party marketing system? We'll call it Pete's Marketing. And then partners we'll leave as blank. There's no partners for this tenant. And for us, we are asking for EIN specifically for this application. Of course, you can tailor your application to any system you want to. So you don't necessarily have to ask for EIN or partners or address or email. It comes with the type of information you want to collect. So here we will ask for address, state, and zip code. So we have here our zip code and our state, and we've onboarded the tenant with a success message. From a tenant perspective, technically this is all they need to do. But from a back office perspective, you will see that your new tenant has been added to the tenant dashboard with an ID number and a name associated with this tenant. And then they also each have their own specific details page. And to access the details page or edit the tenant, all you have to do is click Edit Tenant, and you're added to their details page. So one thing to notice here is in this tenant application page, you'll see you have a system here to add logos if you want to. If there is a logo associated with your specific marketing agency or affiliate partners or even a broker company, you can add it here. You also have all the information that was filled in by the tenant. Within this instance, you also have the capability to add in specific admin access for each tenant, which this specifically means that for users that you want to have access to your tenant sign-in with LendAPI, meaning they can see what application they've submitted through their application, through their affiliate links. They can see all the leads that they've generated into your LendAPI account. You can give them a sign-in here, and they should be able to sign up and directly have access to a subtenant, essentially sign in under your greater LendAPI sign in. And then finally, if your tenant onboarding process requires any documentation, such as tax documents or contracts, you can actually add them in here into your onboarding process, and they will show up here. Same with emails and any history. And in here, this is all you have for your tenant application process. The final step here is for users who are leveraging tenants to generate affiliate marketing or brokerages to process applications. You have this view application button here, and you can click and actually generate the application that you want to directly in the tenant onboarding process. So if you are utilizing a processor or a broker to sign up customers on your behalf and you want to give them a specific sign-in link, this would be the place you would put it. And all of these are coming directly from the product studio, meaning you just have to add a product inside a product studio and publish it, and then it will show up in your tenant access here. So with that, that concludes our tenant application process. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to one of your LendAPI sales agents. And as always, please subscribe and follow for more content.